Hello, welcome to the Kuna Web Application and API. In this example, we will explain a new feature that calculates the containers in a shipment, one by one. Previously, they were calculated all at once, and if there were too many, then the calculation could time out, providing an error. We will be working with floor-loaded or loose boxes directly into the containers. In other words, we will not be using pallets. The first step is to log into the application using the username and password. Here we can see that we have a list of products that we had previously saved in the application. They are saved into the database. We have a list of boxes where the dimensions, length, width, and height, their weight, and their codes or SKU numbers, class, and description. These boxes, a combination of these boxes will be placed into the containers. We will use containers that we had also loaded previously. We have a 20-foot, 40-foot, dry cargo, high cube, etc. So for this example, we will use a list of boxes and we will place them in the smallest container that we have, which is a dry cargo. We select container calculation, loose boxes, and we see that we have a list where we can select the type of container. We will use 20-foot container. We will leave the fill direction the same. And here we have information for the waybill and the description. We're just going to put the code here for the waybill and a description, a 20-foot container. The rest is the port from where we will be shipping. Okay. Now we import a shipment, which is a tab delimited file, a comma delimited file. We could import it directly from another third-party system, but here we're using a flat text file. So we look for the file, we load it, and we see that we have a list here. Okay, we have 1,100 of this type, 384 of these two types, and so on. We'll be loading a container with all these boxes. So now we just click on the Output tab, and we wait for the calculation. The new feature is that it will calculate one container at a time, and for each container that it calculates, the bar will move, the progress bar. We see that there are several containers in this shipment. And once we reach the end, we will see that we calculated a total of 8 containers, 20-foot containers. If we use a bigger size, like a 40-foot container, we will calculate and we will be using a smaller amount, but here we will use 8. So we can select from the list. We will see each one. We will see the boxes it has. And we can also export. We see the final one. The final one is not completely full because we ran out of products to put inside. Here we have another viewer tab, okay, where we can select them. We can also select previous shipments, and we can select the containers too. And also we can select the boxes inside. Okay, so we see the products and where they are. This is a nifty way how to visualize them. So the purpose of this example was to explain how we now calculate multiple containers. It can be 8, can be 10, whatever they are in the shipment. And it does it one by one without producing any error. Thank you.